Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're doing something wild. We're stepping right into the showroom of tomorrow to unveil the Vloris Motors concept. We're looking at a hypercar that isn't just trying to compete with the current market. It's literally trying to tear up the rulebook on automotive engineering. We're going to break down exactly what makes this design so revolutionary and how it vividly, and I mean vividly, reimagines the entire future of driving.
Serve the speed, the luxury where luxury meets its speeds. That is the powerful mission statement coming directly from a 15-year-old visionary named Anish Ray. Yeah, you heard that right, 15. What's truly fascinating here is his whole approach. Anish isn't just sketching ideas on the back of a napkin. He's redefining the hypercar industry using some incredibly advanced digital tools like Unreal Engine and Blender. By building, animating, and testing these fluid aerodynamics and luxurious interiors in a hyper-realistic virtual space, he's able to represent the core Vloris ideology with absolute clarity. It's a fully digital-first approach that lets a teenager visualize a car meant to be the absolute best in Europe, built entirely from scratch.
All right, Section 1. The Vloris Core Ideology.
To really wrap our heads around Vloris Motors, we've got to look at where these ideas actually came from. Anish's journey started when he was just 12 years old, dreaming up these basic automotive concepts. By age 15, which is where he is right now, he completely upgraded his game, building highly complex, fully animated 3D models. And looking ahead to when he's 18 or 20, his ultimate vision is to finalize what he calls the most futuristic motor in the world. I mean, it brilliantly illustrates the power of Generation Z's out-of-the-box thinking. They aren't waiting around for permission from legacy automakers, right? They're just building the future themselves.
Moving on to Section 2, Exterior, the bullet shape.
So, imagine walking up to your hypercar and seeing an aerodynamic profile that looks unlike literally anything else on the road. The engineering philosophy here is super fascinating. Anish noticed that no existing hypercar actually uses a pure bullet shape, even though the aerodynamic advantages are completely obvious. So by shaping the Vloris hypercar like an actual bullet, it naturally just slices right through the air, giving you this massive boost in speed and power in a single moment. It's all about pure kinetic efficiency. He's totally bypassing the need for those massive, heavy, traditional engines. Because, well, why rely on a heavy, gas-guzzling powerhouse when the actual shape of the car can multiply your acceleration effortlessly? It's just a totally fresh take on physics.
Let's jump into Section 3, Interior, Futuristic Luxury.
This really highlights the stark contrast between the old guard and this crazy new vision. While classic luxury brands, think Rolls-Royce or Bentley, rely on what Anish considers, old-fashioned wooden furniture and pretty static interior layouts, Vloris is going completely modern. They're embracing this ultra-realistic electronic aesthetic. So, out with the heavy wood and rigid leather, and in with advanced electronics that actually make the cabin feel alive. Honestly, it feels way more like a vibrant spaceship than some 19th century drawing room.
The features inside are where this concept really starts to feel like sci-fi brought to life. Imagine just pressing a button on your smart key and watching the exterior color of your car seamlessly morph to match your mood. Or think about easily attachable protective wheel shields, these custom covers that keep your high-end rims safe from street debris, but you can literally just snap them on and off. And my favorite part? Private jet-style hanging LED land map displays. Vloris isn't giving you some tiny static GPS screen on the dash. No, it surrounds you with dynamic, detailed hanging maps, taking the passenger experience up to something you'd expect at 40,000 feet.
Which brings us to Section 4, the G-force swinging seats.
Okay, picture taking a really sharp, high-speed turn in this thing. If you've ever been in a high-performance vehicle, you know the drill. Stiff seats can actually leave your body aching because you're constantly fighting the physical forces of the car. Well, Vloris solves this with dynamic cockpit seating. Visualize these G-force swinging seats that fluidly tilt left and right, physically banking to match your exact driving experience. When the car accelerates, rotates, or pulls heavy Gs, the seat actually moves with it, cradling you perfectly. It's a totally responsive interior designed for maximum comfort, even at completely unimaginable speeds.
All right, Section 5, driving with your mind.
What if you could drive without moving a single muscle? This right here is the ultimate goal, and honestly, it's the hardest project Anish is tackling for Vloris Motors. He doesn't just want to make an electric or autonomous car, he wants to completely bridge the gap between human thought and mechanical action.
To get there, we need to talk about brain-computer interfaces, or BCI. Now, this isn't science fiction. This is a real, booming scientific field that governments and massive tech companies are pouring money into right now. Anish is deeply studying BCI to actually integrate it into Vloris Motors. The end game? completely eliminating the need for an autopilot system, a steering wheel, or even physical buttons. The car basically becomes a direct extension of your nervous system, making driving a completely effortless, pure luxury experience.
Let's break down how this actually works in practice. Step 1, you simply think of a command. Step 2, the BCI instantly reads those specific brain signals. In Step 3, the car operates automatically. There's no reaching for a dial, no turning a wheel. You access the vehicle purely through your mind, and it executes these fluid maneuvers the exact moment you think of them. It is the absolute ultimate fusion of man and machine. If he pulls this off, it would easily make Vloris the most futuristic motor in the world, hands down.
And that leaves us with this really fascinating final thought. We are looking at a 15-year-old using dynamic digital engines to clearly design and visualize bullet-shaped hypercars with fluid G-force seats and literal mind control interfaces. It begs the big question: is the old guard of the automotive industry actually prepared for a future driven purely by our minds? Are these legacy brands ready for the sheer imagination and technological fluency of Generation Z? Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer on the Vloris Motors concept. I highly encourage you to keep your eyes on this space, because the true future of luxury and speed might just be a single thought away.